It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good luck to the South African cheerleading team at the Cheerleading Champs. We are holding thumbs for you. Now, I think we all remember on the 24th of April 2013, 1,133 people were killed and over 2,500 were injured when the Rana Plaza factory in Bangladesh collapsed after structural strain. Now, despite the global public outcry, social and environmental catastrophes, as a consequence of fashion chain supplies continue to be condoned. And today it marks the day when the fashion revolution says enough is enough. So joining us in studio are Olivia Kenaway and Tony Budden. They are part of the local industry calling for a change. Good morning, Olivia and Tony. Good to have you here. Now, Olivia, I know that the fashion revolution is a global movement that concerns or really involves 70 countries. But how is South Africa playing their part?
So South Africa's in quite a unique position in that we have quite a big existing industry. Before the 80s and 90s, when the cheap Chinese imports started coming in, it was a booming industry of clothing and textile. So what this has left us with is this huge skills force that are massively unemployed. So really what we're trying to do is put a spotlight onto local businesses and unveil a kind of transparency behind them, and really put a name and face to the people behind the clothes, and try and get the consumer to understand that it does actually matter who made your clothes. And these are the people who are making the local brands and businesses clothes. And hopefully, on that personal level, it will kind of force people to kind of create a change in how they consume, how they buy, how they think about fashion.
Yeah, because that story from Bangladesh was a massive tragedy, and we don't want that kind of thing to happen again.
Yeah.
But Tony, a lot of people don't know where their clothes come from. They don't know who made it. What can we do to start taking steps to be more aware and to be more fashion conscious?
Well, obviously, revolution means change, and this is change for the better. And one of the easiest ways is to support local businesses, to really look at who is making clothing locally and support it that way. And that stops this disconnect that a lot of people have between buying a product in the shop and actually the person who put it together. And when we're going local as well, we're supporting jobs locally. So we all know that we need this in South Africa, and it's, even if you're paying a little bit more, the costs to our society will be lower with more people working and having jobs, so it helps us all. And the other way is obviously to use sustainable fabrics, fabrics that are grown like cotton, organic cotton, flax, hemp, all grown sustainably. These are the ways that the consumer can really support a local sustainable industry. And
how do people get involved with what you're doing, and how do they join the fashion revolution?
Well, basically, today we're having talks at Bello Studio in the Biscuit Mill from 10 to 12:30. I'm wearing my clothing inside out so people can see my label and ask the question. So it's made in South Africa proudly. And then also to take selfies of themselves, saying hashtag who made my clothes and hashtag FashRev, and ask the suppliers actually who made our clothes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you for Olivia for being here and for highlighting these important issues that we all need to be aware of. We all need to be fashion conscious and make sure that we know who made our clothes.
Thank you
so much. Well, you can join the revolution online by using the hashtag #WhoMadeMyClothes to demand that the fashion